What's going on, my detailing people? Hunters Detailing in the building in the Sacramento, California area. In this video, this is a how to detail video. What's going on with the new hires? Behind us, we're gonna be doing an exterior wash. This vehicle is about a 4-5 dirtiness. And first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna observe the paint. I'm gonna see if there's bugs on the front, and I'm gonna know if I need to spray the greaser to help with the foam cannon to lift the dirt up. So the first thing I'm gonna do when I come in, after observing the vehicle, we can see these chips. We wanna be careful with these areas right here. We see we have bugs on the front, on the window. We see that we have dirt all down in the lower parts, which is the dirtiest parts of the car. Gonna come in with the contact rinse first. Remember, we're really limited with water. So this first rinse is just gonna be a general rinse. So now this gives us a little bit of leverage. We see we got the bugs in the front. So we'll spray the bug spray on the front. Wherever the bugs are, we are going to spray. Also, the windows. We'll spray the windows. All right, all the dirty parts. I like to spray this. All right, I'm gonna come around and touch all the dirty parts. All right, so I'll do this. All right, so that's the first application. And now here's the second. Now this one I'm gonna foam over. Now depending on how dirty the vehicle is, or depending on how many times you'll do this to get the bugs off. So that's step one. All right, so after that right there, we'll let it sit for 1 to 2 minutes and then rinse and foam one more time and go in for the contact wash. The weather is gonna determine how you do certain things, of course. So you guys see how I rinse the car in wintertime where the sun's not out? Sometimes I don't even rinse. I just spray the degreaser on first and then I just foam over it with no rinsing, right? But since the sun is out, I had to get it wet so that the degreaser didn't dry into the paint. So there's different methods as you become better at what you're doing. You can look at the weather, you can observe. And now, summertime, of course, I do have DI water, which I have in all my vans. So really it's not the water that's the problem, it's the chemicals on the paint that's drying that's the problem, which I learned after some time. So what you wanna do is to attack that is right here. You may be washing that side, this side may be drying. You get your foam cannon, you foam over it again, and you want to prevent the chemicals from drying on the paint. So you got to be active, you got to be on your toes as you're detailing, you got to be able to multitask and not get distracted on just one task. All right, so now we're coming in, gonna rinse. And remember, when you're rinsing, it's very intentional. It's not blindly rinsing. You're not just going like this. You're literally spraying dirt off. The more dirt you get off, the easier your wash is gonna be and you can relax on the wash. So be very intentional on this part, then you can let up a little bit on the next part and just enjoy your beautiful day, the sun gleaming, and you shining with that Hunters Detailing shirt on. Come on. So this is what it looked like when you don't know how to rinse. Not gonna work, buddy. Get organized, top to bottom. And yes, I know that's funny, and I do see that when I'm training people. So everything's across, just like that. And you don't want to rinse this whole side and then come to this side and throw the soap back on that side and then come back to this side and then have to re-rinse this. I've done it before. I don't want you to have to do that. Time is money, y'all. And also, as you're washing, you don't want to wash and have to come back and wash again. So do it right the first time. Observe the paint. Get that degreaser on so that your wash is easier and you get all the dirt off, you guys. Don't be lazy. Know your distance with your nozzle. This, too far back. This, not close enough still. About right there. Each nozzle is different to where you can go a different length. But know that middle ground, that soft spot. All right, time to foam again, y'all. You'll observe your paint again after you rinse it. You'll see if you got bugs still on there. If you still got bugs, guess what? You want to get your bug spray once again and spread so that now when you're washing, you're attacking it again. If it's on the windows, spray it again. If you see a lot of dirt on the sides, spray it again, you know? So now we're gonna foam one more time. If you're like this, that's bad. Get a nice little distance, a nice little rhythm, and you won't even have to shut it off. You could just keep it rolling all the way around, all the way around. Just keep it moving. You don't have to do this. Yeah. No, sir. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Just like this. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Watch your hose. Watch your hose. Keep it moving. Keep it grooving. You got people looking out at the window at you. They're like, oh, he don't know what he doing. Oh, he'd never touch my car because you over here like this, like, oh, hey. Shit, it gets, oh. Hey, really be like that when you get started, y'all. You got to be confident. pH soap is pH balanced, so if it has a sealant, a wax, or something on there, it's going to be very graceful on the paint. It's not going to lift it all up. So I just keep everything simple. I don't want to overcomplicate it for the guys that's on the team. One soap gets the job done. We don't have the wash and wax and all that, because when you're going to go ceramic coat a car and you got wash and wax, that doesn't complement because we got to strip the paint, right? So just pH balance. Come on. All right, so I got my lower parts, got the upper parts. So we're gonna do this right here, from top to bottom. No circles. Circles create swirls. Get to the bottom of the car, the dirtiest part of the car, flip your mitt. Coming to the top, left and right will get you right. Left and right will get you right. Coming down to the bottom, dirtiest part of the car, this wash mitt is done. Right, gotta come around. Dip it, there it is. Same thing, don't overthink it, stay organized. But because you pre-soaked it, you sprayed your degreaser, the wash, the dirt is just lifting up so easy. Easy work, y'all, easy work. So right here, all the dirt that's inside the wash mitt, I wanna scrape it off of what I'm picking up. So keep this in mind. The paint is drying, don't be lazy. Come here. So like that, keep it wet. We don't want it to dry. So that's why this is a keep it moving and grooving thing, y'all. Here it is, flip your mitt. Ooh, this one I'm feeling a little creative on this side. I'm gonna double up. Top half, I'm gonna come around to this half. Boom, oh, put a nice little hustle to it, come on. Oh, let's get it. Lower part. Bottom, flip the mitt. Oh, there it is. Side, coming around, lower part. That mitt's done. Hustle. Paint is drying, move it. Keep it nice and wet. I like to hustle, I don't know about y'all. When I'm out here, the clients see me hustling. Done. In front of the car. Let's go ahead and extend it. There it is. Oh yeah, don't forget this, you guys. 1, 2. Ooh. Done. Let's get the front of the car. Did we get the front? I don't think so. Front of the car where the bugs was at. Coming around. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Done. So because you sprayed the bug spray, the degreaser, guess what? If you missed a little spot, it's not gonna be as bad. The water's gonna get it off. It's okay, it's okay. So check it out. So this rinse right here is gonna be more of a lighter. It's not gonna have to be so detailed. You can stand back. Now you can attack the soap because you put in the work on the first rinse. Now you can move a little bit faster of what most people are used to. Top to bottom, top to bottom. Organized rinse, organized rinse. Let's get it. Get in here. All right, as you're observing the paint, guess what? There may be some tar and sap on the vehicle. We got something for that, stay tuned. So now we're gonna get our protection. Whatever protection you use, if you think you're fast enough, spray the whole car. If you feel like you don't move fast enough, do not spray the whole car. Me, I like to move and groove. I stay winning, I don't lose. Come on, let's get it. I just sprayed the whole car down. There it is. Where's my towel at? Oh, there it is. Whoa, whoa. That's what I do. Speed through the first round. Second round is the detail. Windows. Let's get it. Let's get it. Oh, that boy hustling. Oh, he's a hard worker. Look at him. He's not like the rest. He hustles. He's not lazy. Dang. Look at him.
You're working hard for your $50 detail, Wayne.
Come on, man. It says when you work, offer it up to the Lord, Rez. So I'm working for the Lord, really. And he's looking how I serve. Because that's the 2 commandments, Rez, is love the Lord our God with all our heart, soul, and mind, and to love our neighbor. So right now, I'm serving a neighbor for $50, Rez. Yes, sir. Actually, this one's free.
Oh, that's free 99.
Well, that was a nice workout. Ooh. All right. One thing you don't want to forget, y'all. Now, I could have did it sooner, but check this out. I want to throw this in because y'all going to be saying, well, what about the door jambs? All right, check this out. If the door jambs are not extremely dirty, you do not need to spray degreaser, tire and wheel cleaner. But if it's a little bit dirty, spray it down so it can pick up the dirt and it makes your job easier, just like the degreaser on the exterior. When you do this, be confident, don't be scared. And of course, you want to do this before you dry. But y'all getting the cut dry, real, unrehearsed, this is it. This is how it looked like in the field. We like to keep it real. Angles, confidence.
So would this step be right before the sealant?
So this will be while the car is still wet, before you spray the sealant.
Got it.
You want to do this
after the contact wash.
Yes, sir.
And you rinse it.
Or you could do it first before anything. All right, peep this. This would be a learning lesson right here. So because I didn't want to spray the greaser, see that dirt? See that? It didn't come out, right? Now watch this. It at least got out 95% of it. Now when you come through to wipe it down, even easier. A little dripping. Got it. All right. Mission accomplished, guys. Guess what we're gonna do last? Final step is looking over the vehicle to see if there's anything that was missed. I'm gonna come with my protection, and I'm gonna touch up any spots that I miss. Looking, here's some dripping right there. I'm observing, I'm getting low. Oh, right there. Lower part, flipping my mitt if it's real dirty. Missed that. Bam. It's about how you finish. Sometimes we start a little rocky, but it's about how you finish, how you endure. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. It's about the correction. If you ever run across a client that goes straight to the reviews and didn't give you an opportunity to fix your mistake, that's not somebody you want to serve. That's somebody that has no grace and mercy. Stay away from them. And if that's you, you have an opportunity to correct it. Allow the person to grow. Don't hinder the growth and discourage. They mess something up, allow them to fix it. I didn't got hit up in the reviews. They ain't even call me. They just left it in the thing, in the reviews, gave me a 1 star, and didn't even give me an opportunity to come back and fix it. Dang, that's crazy. But you gotta realize, people are going through things and it makes them feel good to leave that review. So, whatever you guys think it is, let me know. All right, so I got Speedy Tree Sap Remover. So if you have any spots that you need to touch up, and I'm gonna just use this, everything is pretty much gone, but let's say there was some sap right here. As I'm reviewing the paint, it didn't come out from the wash, so I'm gonna go like this, and I'll even go like this, and I'll let it sit on the paint and let it penetrate the sap, and then I'll come back, wipe it a little bit, no scrubbing because you're gonna scratch the paint. You gotta be soft, and once I do that, the sap comes off, I will review the whole vehicle from top to bottom. Sometimes you'll see some tar, black stuff that flips onto your paint. You want to get that off also. Go around the whole paint, and guess what? You have to remember where you put the tar and sap remover, because guess what you got to do next? You got to wipe it off. Put that protection back on. Now you official. Go and blow it like a whistle. Final thing you want to do, after you blew out the door jambs, you want to come in and wipe the door jambs. Because you sprayed the degreaser in here, guess what? The wipe, you already got all the dirt off. You're not doing, but just perfecting. We're gonna hustle. We want to be detailed while also time is money. So to have some speed and detail quality, oh man, triple threat, man. Come on. Oh. Done. Let's get it. Hustle, hustle, hustle. You moving and grooving. Let's get it. And if this trim is dirty right here, you want to get all that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Don't mind the Crocs too. I don't like them. My feet got to breathe though. So don't be hating. Time. We official. What's the time?
29 minutes.
29 minutes. Okay, that was just exterior. Let's go ahead and say, I'm gonna say 1 hour max. 1 hour max, tires and wheels. So we got 30 minutes, 5, 10, 15, 20. Add another 20 minutes for tires and wheels. So 30, 40, 50. We're gonna say 1 hour, you guys, for exterior. And I don't care what size, max 1 hour and 30 minutes. You got a big vehicle, truck, whatever it is, 1 hour and 30 minutes. So keep that, go ahead and log it. Let me know the time it takes you guys to finish your exteriors, tires, and wheels. Drop it down in the comments down below. Let's talk about it. Hey, that's a wrap, new hires. Y'all go ahead and take this information, apply it to your vehicle right now, you know, and let me know how it goes and show me how it went when you get here on the field and we have to perform it, all right? Well, hey, we're gonna be taking some tests. I'm gonna be asking y'all questions. Hey, we're going through all that. I'm gonna show y'all how serious I am about growing my business, because this is what I use to honor the Lord. So I'm hoping that when you come, you're doing it to honor the Lord, and you're doing it to be a humble servant to serve. Let's get it, you guys. It's more blessed to give than receive, you guys. Stay tuned for the next How to Detail video. We out.